So during the last session, we talked about one of Allah's beautiful names, and that is, we talked about, it's not Wali. We talked about, okay, it's not here. We talked about Allah being Ahad. So we said Allah is, we said Al-Ilah, yes, Al-Ilah. So we talked about Allah's beautiful name that is Al-Ilah. We said Allah is one, is God, yes, the one God, the true God. And that is Al-Ilah is what we have in the statement. We do say everything. We do say La ilaha illallah. So La means there is no, Ilaha means God. The small letter G there is God. So all the gods that people worship except aside Allah. So Allah is Al-Ilah, which means Allah is the one true God. So we talked about that, and we say Allah is not two nor three. So Allah is not two nor three. So the Christians believe that the God is three in one. We Muslims believe that Allah is one, He is not two, and He is not three. Do we get that? So we believe Allah is one. Allah does not have a son. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. He does not have a son, nor was He given birth to. So no one gives birth to Allah. And Allah does not give birth to him. Allah is so powerful, He does not need a son, nor does He need someone to help Him. So Allah is true God that does not have partner, and He is one and only. So today we're going to be talking about something. Who can tell me what we'll be talking about today? Looking at this picture, what do you think? What does this picture shows to you? What does it depict to you? What can you say about this picture? What can you say about the picture? You can talk, you can unmute yourself and speak. Yes.
Udaifa is talking.
Okay, Udaifa, what happened? Assalamu alaikum, you're welcome. What can you say about this picture? Udaifa?
Guys,
You said?
The doctor plays.
The doctor's client. Oh. Okay, a doctor's client. Okay. Okay, that's beautiful. Who can tell me, what can you say about this picture? Okay, yes, Sophia, and what's the name of your brother? Mahmoud, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's Mahmoud talk first. Okay, Mahmoud, what can you say about this picture?
The sick people.
Okay, it's a sick person. Okay, Sophia.
People in the hospital.
Okay.
And the person is resting.
Oh, the person is resting in the hospital. Okay. Zainab.
I'm not talking about this picture.
What can you say about this picture?
I can see something under her hand, but I forgot the name.
Okay, you forgot the name of the thing that is attached to the hand.
She's having a COVID test.
She's having a
COVID test.
Oh, a COVID test. If you're having a COVID test, it's passed through the nose. Have you taken a COVID test before?
Yes.
So the past, what is this called? What is it called? What it passed through your nose? Do you take okay? How did you take the COVID test? How did they attend to you? Explain your experience to me.
Me,
okay, Zainab. Okay, Zainab.
They'll use one cotton bud, but it's not that soft. It's a little bit soft, and they'll now do it round your nose. They'll make it enter inside your nose very well.
Oh, they'll make it enter into your nose. So how did you feel when you had your own test?
It was really painful.
It was painful. So Sophia, how did you feel when you had your COVID test?
It's painful and it's comfortable.
It's what?
It tickles.
Okay, tickles. And
it's not that comfortable.
it's not that comfortable. Okay. Udaifa. Okay, maybe Udaifa did not have a COVID test. Or all right.
I don't have any medication today.
You said?
I don't have medication.
Okay, so the last COVID, where some people in some communities that they are still experiencing COVID. May Allah grant all of us, may Allah grant people, all of the people of the world healing. So I had a COVID test too, so it was very hard, uncomfortable. It's caused a lot of discomfort. You know, the pain went through my nose. It's as if they are going inside my brain. So I say they want to dig it inside my brain. So alhamdulillah, that we are healthy and we are here now. So today who can guess which of the names of Allah, who can guess what we want to talk about?
The names of Allah.
The names of Allah. Which of the names of Allah that talks about the names of Allah that shows that Allah is what?
Al-Malik.
Allah is
The powerful king. No?
the powerful king. Okay. Who wants to talk again? Okay. Udaifa, you want to say something? Allah is the what? Allah is the healer. Okay. Udaifa. Okay, mashallah. Allah is the healer. Because if someone is sick, definitely the person will be in discomfort. The person will not be comfortable. The person will be sad. The person will feel pain. You know, when you have headache, you feel pain. You can't eat well. You have body ache and the like. So this person is resting in the hospital. There are some things, forgotten the name, attached to the hand to pass fluid or to pass blood to his into his system, into his body. So now we will be talking. So don't forget, Zainab, we talked about Al-Ilah the last time, meaning the true God. Al-Ilah means the true God. And we gave ayah of the Quran that Allah was saying that Allah said, "Oh, the Prophet, tell them that is there anyone who creates or who has power over all the things? Do you take other God aside Allah? And is there any God that creates all those things? So why don't you then become Muslim? Why don't you become submissive to Allah? Fa'alhantum Muslimun." So today we're going to talk about Ash-Shaafiy. Let's say Ash-Shaafiy.
Ash-Shafiy.
Or if you want to pronounce.
Ash-Shafiy.
Yes. Yes, we have the Shin, Alif Lam, the letter Shin, we have the letter Fab, and we have the letter Ya. So Ash-Shafiy, Allah is the healer. Ash-Shafiy means healer. So Allah is the one. You can see we showed the person, we talked about taking COVID tests, someone being on the sick bed, and it's Allah that is what? That is the healer. You know, a lot of time, sometimes as the world is, we fall sick sometimes because we've exposed ourselves to some germs, to some microorganisms that are not good for our body. Or sometimes we get cold. Sometimes we get bruises when we play, or we fall down and break. We get injured and get a fractured bone, and we have to go to the orthopedic to straighten our bones. We have to go to the doctor for. In Africa, we have malaria is common. You got bitten by the mosquito, and then you fall sick. You start running temperature. So it happens in the world. It's something that happens. Sometimes you fall. Who has never fallen ill before? Huh? Have you never? You've never fallen ill before.
You've never fallen ill before.
Sophia. You've never fallen ill before. You've not. You've never fallen ill before.
I remember.
You never. You've not had an head. You've not had headache before. You've not had stomach ache before. You've not had sore throat before. All those things. You've
I
not
have
had
stomach
it before.
So don't say yes.
I have stomach ache.
You have stomach ache. Okay, so that is part of illness. Stomach ache is also illness. So we've all fallen ill at one point or the other. Let me tell you about my own experience. Last year, I started running temperature. I had high temperature. I was feeling feverish, and at a point, I lost my sense of taste. I lost my sense of taste. I will eat, I cook and I ate it, and I did not feel the taste. I went to buy cheese. I went to buy cheese ball. I ate it, no taste. I took rice, no taste. I took sugar. Sugar was tasteless in my mouth. Then it got to a time I could not smell. I could not perceive odor. I used my perfume. I did not perceive the odor. And a lot of things, I couldn't smell anything. I said, subhanallah, what is this? Just imagine you are eating shawarma, you cannot feel the taste. Or you are eating burger, you are eating rice. You know, it's the taste that makes you to enjoy it. That, this is chicken, yes, I enjoy the chicken, I enjoy the beef. But when you don't feel the taste, what happens? You don't enjoy it. It doesn't make sense. It makes you not feel happy or feel you don't enjoy it.
If you are sick, your mouth will not enjoy the food.
Yes, if you're sick, your mouth will not enjoy the food. So Allah is Ash-Shaafiy, is what? He is the healer. So now let's do something. Aha. During the time of Prophet Ibrahim, we talked about Prophet Ibrahim a lot. We were challenging him that this God that you are worshiping. Prophet Ibrahim asked them that, why are you worshiping these gods? Why is it that you are worshiping these gods? These gods that they cannot even help themselves. Why are you worshiping them? And prophets, they were saying, we worship these gods. And Prophet Ibrahim said, you people, you are an enemy to me. These gods that you are worshiping, and you are enemy. You are an enemy to me because you want to take me away from the light into darkness. You want to take me away from believing in one true God, Allah, into what? Into darkness, into worship all these things you carve with your hands, and all these things all these gods, false gods that you worship. So Prophet Ibrahim now was now telling them about his own God. Prophet Ibrahim was telling them about his own God. He said, my God, alayhim, khalaqani fahuwa yahdi. It is my God, that God that I serve, is the one that created me, and is the one that guides me. It's Allah that guides us. So he's the one that created me and is the one that guides me. And when he was saying it, then he said, why idha maridtu fahuwa yashfi. Why idha maridtu? Why idha maridtu?
Why did you do that? What are you doing? My teddy bear must call you. My teddy.
So he said, why idha maridtu fahuwa yashfi. Prophet Ibrahim was explaining, he was telling them about Allah. So he said, it's Allah that creates me and is the one that guides me. And when I am sick, why is that maritu? When I am ill, it is Allah that heals me. It is Allah that heals me. The doctor used to say something. The doctors, if you ask a doctor, are you the one that heals someone? The doctor will tell you, no, I'm not the one. We just try our best. They will say, I've forgotten how to say, but they say they say it as if it's like saying we just try our best to take care of you. It is Allah that what? It is Allah that heals you. It is Allah that cures you from your what? From your illness. So maybe you take paracetamol for your headache. And the doctors, the people, people have tried, the doctors, the pharmacists, they've tried to make drugs that heal, that cures you from headache. But it is Allah that takes the pain away for you. So Prophet Ibrahim said, why is that maritu? And when I am healed, when I am sick, it is Allah that what? It is Allah that cures me. It is Allah that heals me. So you will see that is we have it in Surah Ash-Shu'ara, verse 80. وَإِذَا مَرِضْتُ فَهُوَ يَشْفِي. Let's say that. وَإِذَا مَرِضْتُ. Let's all say it. وَإِذَا مَرِضْتُ. وَإِذَا مَرِضْتُ فَهُوَ يَشْفِينِ. وَإِذَا مَرِضْتُ وَإِذَا مَرِضْتُ فَهُوَ يَشْفِينِ. فَهُوَ يَشْفِينِ. What that means is that let's say the translation together. That means what? It means, and when I am ill, it is Allah that what? And when I am ill, it is Allah that heals me. So it's Allah that cures us from illness. So we have some diagrams here. Now we have some diagrams here. So who can tell us? Okay, who will tell us? So I'll be calling your name. I'll be calling your name. Udaifa. Yes. What can you see? What can you see? What can you see on your screen? Mention one thing you can see here.
What can you see there?
I can see stapler. If vitamin C.
You can see vitamin C. Okay, Udaifa can see.
From this word here, is a man.
It's a man, Rabi. It's a doctor. Okay. Sophia. Sophia, mention two things.
Yes.
Mention two things you can see there.
I can see medicine and gloves.
You can see gloves, yes. You can see medicine, yes. Okay.
Water. I can see injection and a hospital.
Okay, you can see injection and
Hospital.
a hospital. Okay.
A hospital.
And a hospital. Okay.
doctor.
Zaina, what can you see there?
A doctor on a wheeling chair.
And a wheelchair. So a wheelchair is used to support sick patients or people who cannot walk on their own at the hospital, at home, or sometimes at work. So this is a wheelchair. And what is this?
A stethoscope.
A stethoscope. What is a stethoscope used for?
To check your heartbeat.
To check the heartbeat. Yes, the doctor used the stethoscope to check the heartbeat. Okay, let's see if we have more. So this is what is in our book. You don't have the book yet. The book was this is what is in our book. Is in the part 2 of the book you have. So Allah is what? Allah is Ash-Shaafiy. Allah is the healer. He's the one that Allah is the one that heals us. Huh? He's the one that heals us when we are sick. Just as Prophet Ibrahim said that Allah is what? وَإِذَا مَرِضْتُ فَهُوَ يَشْفِينِ. When I am sick, it's Allah that heals me. There is no other God that heals one. It's Allah. When I'm sick, I go to the hospital. The doctor gives me drug or give me an injection. I take the injection, I take the drug, and I put my trust in Allah, and I pray to Allah, and Allah would what? Allah would heal me. So aside the body sickness. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
you know, some persons, they are healthy, but they are sick. You know what? They are sick in the head. They may be sick in their, they are also sick. They are also sick in their mind. Their mind is sick. Hmm? Their mind, someone's mind can be sick, or someone's mind can, or someone's heart can be full of bad things. Those bad things are also sickness. They are spirit.
Yes,
You call
they
it.
said that if a lot of black things grow on your body, then stones will fill in your heart, then you become an evil person.
Yes, the heart is like a clean slate. So whenever you lie or you sin, then a dot will be placed there. The dot will be like a darkness there. And then when you continue to do it, then the place, it becomes so dark that the person becomes evil. So we are asking, oh Allah, you can see the boy is praying. You can see, what can you say there?
The father is praying to Allah.
The father is praying to Allah, and then the mother.
The mother checking if he is all right,
Maybe it's
and
all right.
and his medicine is here.
And the medicine is there, and maybe this is an orange, and the mother is looking worried because the boy is not all right. So we said, oh Allah. Shh. Okay, Zainab, read this for us. Read the first 3 lines here.
Oh Allah, heal my heart from hypocrisy.
Okay, hypocrisy. Let's say that.
Hypocrisy.
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 Okay, we'll spell that later, or you ask mommy to spell and to spell it for you. So hypocrisy means okay. Finish what you are reading. Oh, yeah, hypocrisy.
Envy.
Envy.
Hypocrisy. Envy. Hearted. Anger. Show
Hatred.
of an evil act.
Okay, hatred, anger, show of an all evil act. All these that we've listed here, they are parts of evil acts that corrupts and that makes us sick in the heart and makes us sit sick in our mind. So when someone has hypocrisy, the person will say A and he would be doing B. So the person will say, hey, you know, we are Muslims, and at night the person will go and will be calling all the other gods, or you say the person, he has a creature in the house that he is calling. He will say he believes in Allah, but in the dark or in another place, he will be doing another thing. He will not worship Allah. He would say, I will do this, and then he would not do it. He would just will not do it again. So that is hypocrisy is trying to show that you are one thing and then you are doing the other thing, or you are doing both things and hiding it from others as if you are doing. So if someone can say, I am a good child, and the person is showing as if he's a good child, but at night or in the house at home he's very disobedient to his or her parents. So the person is an hypocrite, is showing what he is not. So envy means for you to have bad intentions for the blessing Allah has given your fellow human being, your friends. Let's say, for example, you wrote an exam, and then for example, your friend brought a bicycle to school, and you now start envying him. Envy means you now start feeling sad. You are jealous. Yes. Envy is, yes, you're jealous of your friend's bicycle, and you do not leave it at the jealousy. You are now thinking that you should even have accidents. Is he the only one that has bicycle? When he's riding a bicycle, a car should just hit him. That is envy. Envy means you are jealous. You are not only jealous, but you are wishing bad thing to happen to the person you are being jealous about because of what he has. So let's say someone is beautiful and you say, you should even, the hot water should even pour on her face. That is envy. It's like fire that consumes people. It is very bad. And Muslims, whenever we see something, that is why whenever we see something we like with people, if you see your friend, he has a bicycle, you see you say, oh, mashallah, barakallah fi. You say what? Mashallah, barakallah fi. May Allah bless it. And when you say may Allah bless it, Allah will bless you too. Allah will do what you have prayed for your brother. Allah will do it for you too. So you say what? You say barakallah fi. Okay, I'm listening. Zainab, you want to say something?
Yes, and some of my family, they live in Nigeria, in Kano State, right? Then if you want, then that time my mom said that we'll go and visit them. He said she'll bring some things for them. Then I was jealous. Then I said, I also be on a regime because I have a lot of things to buy here, and them they don't have anything nice to buy.
Okay. Yes, it's whenever it comes to you, you are feeling sad because someone has something, or because Allah bless someone with something. You say, also because that is shaitan coming to you. You say, also be live in shaitan regime, and you pray for that person. You say, barakallah fi. May Allah bless it. And any Muslim that prays for his brother, the angels will pray for him or her too. So it's good to, when you see something you like and you don't have, you say, oh, barakallah fi. So you don't wish evil, you don't wish harm on other persons. So we say hatred, just hate someone. I say, why are you so mean? Why are you so mean to Sophia? Say, I don't just like a Muslim does not just don't like someone. You may not like an attitude in someone. Maybe the person lies, and you say, I don't like that attitude because you lie a lot. I want you to change. I want you to always speak what is good. But you don't just say, I just ate him. Why? I don't know. I just ate him. That is a bad. It's from shaitan. So you always pray to Allah to take you, to not let you think about that. And all evil are show off. Show off is when you have something and then you want to all the people must know. Yes. Or you want to pray Salah. You now go into the front place where everyone will see you and say, Alhamdulillah, Rabbi. And you are not praying because of Allah. You are praying because you want people to see you. So we do things because we want to do it for Allah and because we want to earn reward from Allah. So Mahmoud, will you read the last 4 lines? This one. Okay? You can unmute yourself, Mahmoud. Okay, are you there?
Speak louder.
Okay, yes, Mahmoud. Now, let's read this one.
Read Oh Allah, the Lord of mankind, the one who relieves
hardship. Okay.
Relieve hardship.
Heal
my body from pain, for there is no healer
but you.
of you.
So you are making dua. Oh Allah, the Lord of mankind, the one who relieves hardship, heal my body from pain, for there is no healer but you. So there is no healer but Allah. You can see the father is praying to Allah to heal the son. You pray to Allah whenever you feel any discomfort. You pray to Allah. Oh Allah, you are Ash-Shaafiy, Ash-Shaafiy. Heal my body, heal my soul, heal my parents, heal the Muslims, heal all those that are feeling that are going through pain in the world. So what do you say to a sick person? Anyone? If someone is sick, what do you say to the person?
I've forgotten the adwa, but I know the adwa.
Okay, you know it. Oh, yes. Okay, you know it, but you've forgotten. Okay, let's remind ourselves. Yes. What do you say to a sick person? This is what you say to a sick person. You say, La basa ta'urun inshallah. Let's say it.
La baswahu inshallah.
La basa ta'urun inshallah.
Or inshallah.
So let's say I come to meet you come to meet me and I am sick and you come to greet me.
Look at me.
Yes, and you come to greet me.
Ustaz.
Uzaifa, you're saying something?
You said that you said they're going to put auto thunder game.
I don't get you. You said what?
Something. Ustaz.
Nah, I'm listening. What did you say, Uzaifa?
Come to my house.
I should come to your house?
Yeah.
Okay, don't worry. We'll discuss that with Daddy. We'll discuss that to Daddy. Maybe I'll just pay you a visit. Don't worry. So
Ustaz.
I'm listening, Uzaifa. Let's just. You said.
Let me tell you something. Ustaz,
I'm listening. I'm with you.
you forget to watch you put it on my tab.
I forgot to
Watch YouTube kick on my tab.
watch YouTube on your tab. Okay, don't worry. We'll discuss that later. You hear, Uzaifa? Okay, so we say what? We say La basa urun inshallah. So when you visit me and I'm sick, you say, Ustaz Ibrahim, La basa urun inshallah. What is the meaning? It means don't worry. It is a purification if Allah wills that you are when we are sick, Allah uses our sickness to cure us from to wipe away our sins. All the sins we've committed, our sickness are like the soap that washes away our sickness. So what do we say? Let's say it together. If you visit a sick person, you say, what do we say?
La baswahu inshallah.
So we say La basa ta'urun inshallah. So we say what? La basa ta'urun.
Inshallah.
So let's say it one more time. La basa ta'urun.
Inshallah.
Yes, la basa ta'ur inshallah. Or la basa ta'urun inshallah. So that is one. We can also say one of the prophets that Allah tested with illness, severe illness. The prophet was rich. He has big farm. He had big farm. He was rich. He had beautiful gardens. He was famous, and Allah tested him. He lost all his farm. Got burnt. Then he lost his health. He couldn't walk himself. He was so sick, terribly sick, that all the money he had, all the wealth, they spent it on the sickness. All the wealth he had, he was now poor again. Allah tested him. Allah tests people he loves with some things that we don't like sickness. So when you're sick, you don't say, you don't think bad things. You have belief. You say, Raditu billahi Rabba. I believe Allah is my Lord. Wa bil Islam Medina. Islam is my religion. Wa bi Muhammad Nabiyya wa Rasulah. And Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is my messenger and our prophet. So Prophet Ayyub, alayhi salam, he was so sick, terribly sick, that all the thing they had, they don't have money to eat. They spent all the money on the sickness. And at a point, he could not take it anymore. When he could not take it anymore, he said, Rabbi, oh my Lord, inni masaniya dur. Rabbi, inni masaniya dur. Oh Allah, oh my Lord, I am in severe pain. I am in severe pain. Pain has touched me. I cannot take it anymore. Wa anta arhamur rahimin. You are the most, you are the one that have what? That is merciful. Let us see the translation here. You are the one that is what? That is most merciful. You can see he is begging Allah with Allah's beautiful name, Ar-Rahim. With Allah's beautiful name, Ar-Rahman. He said, Wa anta arhamur rahimin. You are the one that is what? you are the most merciful of the merciful. Allah, you are the most merciful of the merciful. I am in pain. Heal me. And Allah was, Allah healed him, and Allah restored all his lost properties, all his wealth and farm and everything. Allah blessed him back with all these things. So you can see Allah's blessing is even giving us good health. Part of Allah's blessing is the good health that we enjoy. So the Prophet said, if you visit a sick soul, one of the beauty of Islam is that we earn reward in everything we do. In everything you do, if you do it for Allah, you earn reward. Allah will reward you. If you read your book, Allah will reward you. If you read your book, Allah will reward you. If you do anything, Allah will what? Allah will reward you. So if you visit your brother or sister in Islam, it is good to visit the sick, even if they are not Muslims. During the time of the Prophet, during the time of the Prophet, when we mention the Prophet, he says Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So during the time of the Prophet, let me try and mute us so that okay. During the time of the Prophet, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, there was a man. He used to throw rubbish. He used to throw dirt on the path of the Prophet. So where the Prophet will pass, he would what? He would throw dirt there. And then, the Prophet did not get angry. The Prophet will take away the dirt, it will pass. But every day, because the man did not like the Prophet, he did not like Islam, he was like, this man is saying there is one God. I would throw away dirt. I would throw away rubbish. All the rubbish they used in the house, he would pack them and throw it at the road part of the Prophet. The Prophet did not get angry. And that is one of the things I want you to learn from the Prophet, that you don't just get angry easily. The Prophet said, anger is from Shaitan. And anger is like fire. So whenever one of you is angry, the person should say, or you move away from where you are being angered. So let's say someone is saying bad word to you and you are getting angry. The best, if you cannot, if there's no one to report the person to there, it's just for you to move away from there so that you don't become so angered and behave irrationally and do something that would harm you or harm the person. So the Prophet is not someone that gets angry easily. So the man, he will pour the dirt, all the rubbish they use, he will pack them and throw it at the roadside of the Prophet. The Prophet did not get angry. He will take it away and then he will go his way. Every day the man will do that. Just look at how peaceful the Prophet is. So we should all be peaceful. So there was a time. So one day, the Prophet passed through that place. He passed through it and he discovered that there was no rubbish there. There was no dirt there. The Prophet was surprised. What can happen? What has happened? Has this man changed? Where is this man? Where has he gone to? If it were to be you, what will you do? You can unmute yourself. If you were the one, what will you do?
Yeah.
What will you do? You say, thank God. God has dealt with him for me. What will you do? Someone, you're going to school. Let's say, yes, you're at home now, but every day there is this neighbor who used to pack all the rubbish and come and dump it at the front of your house because he doesn't like you or because you are a Muslim. And one day, you wake up in the morning, you open your door and you did not see the refuse. You did not see the dirt. You did not see the rubbish at the front of your door. What will you do?
Me, if I see rubbish in front of my door, I'll just carry it and put it in the bin. And I'll not tell him anything.
Okay. So now the Prophet was very concerned. The Prophet was worried that what could have happened. And the Prophet sent one of the Sahaba to go and check on him. to go and check on the man. Is he all right? And when the Sahaba came, said, this man is sick. You know what the Prophet did? The Prophet went to meet this man, to pray for him, to greet him on his sick bed. And the man was surprised that, this man that I used to throw dirt in his road path, on his path. I used to talk bad about him. I used to throw all those dirts around his area. I used to put dirt and rubbish and garbage at his road path. He has come. He was afraid. Maybe the Prophet said, nah, God has catch you for me now. I will deal with you. But he did not, you know what he did? The prophet went to him and said, oh, I just come to greet you. I noticed that there's no rubbish or garbage at my door. So I was worried that what could have happened. Are you all right? So I heard that you are sick. Now I am at your home to say, oh, may Allah heal you. May you get fine. May you be all right. And the prophet stayed with him and prayed for him. So the man was touched. He couldn't believe someone he was harming, he was trying to harm. The person would even come to greet him when he was sick. Wow, what kind of a human being is this one? What kind of a human being with this one? Is this one that I am doing all these things, all this for all these days? I've been throwing dirt and rubbish around his house, around his corridor, around where he would pass, and then he would still come and greet me when I am sick. Is this man even human, or is he an angel? What kind of human being would be so kind, so merciful, so generous to come and greet me when I am the one that have been trying to harm him all this time? So the man was touched. And you know what happened? The man accepted Islam. That was how the man accepted. The religion that is teaching this man to be extremely patient, to not be angered, to not be violent, to not just be hooligan, to not say, hey, now I want to retaliate, I want to do my own back. They say, hey, you did it to me, I will do my own back. The religion that taught this man to be so kind and merciful, it will be the religion of God. It will be the true religion. So today I will accept Islam. And that was how the man accepted Islam. You can see how merciful the prophet is. May Allah's blessing be upon the prophet. Let's say Amin.
Amin.
Amin. So if you visit a sick person, the angels will be praying for you as you move from your house to the sick person's house. The angels will be praying for you. They will watch over you. They will be praying for you. You can see the angels will be praying for you. All the steps you carry to the person's house, the angels will be praying for you. So it is good to visit the sick. It is part of the right we owe ourselves. If your brother or sister is sick, you pay them a visit. If you can afford, you buy gifts for them. If you can't afford gifts, you go to them, you stay with them a bit, you pray for them. You can see what can you help them with. Probably they need to buy some things around. You help them to buy, and you pray for them. The angels will pray for you. Allah will be happy. So the Prophet ﷺ said, if you visit, whoever visits a sick person who is not on the point of death and supplicates 7 times, the person say, when he goes to meet the sick person, say, oh, sorry, I heard you had an accident. Oh, I'm very sorry. May Allah heal you. I say, as-Allahu al-Azim, Rabb al-Arshil Azim, an yashfiyak. I beseech Allah, the great, the king or the Rob, the Lord of the great truth, to heal you. So sometimes we just go to the person and say, oh, Shafak Allah. If the person if the person is a male, if the person is a female, we can say what? Shafakillah. May Allah heal you. So it is from the word Shifa. Shifa means healing. And Allah is what? Ash-Shaafiy. Allah is what? Let's say Ash-Shaafiy.
Ash-Shaafiy.
Yes, Allah is Ash-Shaafiy is what? He is the meaning of Ash-Shaafiy means what?
Stop, I'm telling you.
What? What is the meaning of Ash-Shaafiy?
Help me. Like someone should help me.
The healer. Let's say the healer. Yes, Allah is the healer. So he's the one that heals us when we are sick. Yes, he's the one that heals us when we are ill, and he's the one that gives us back our strength when we are tired. So Allah is the healer. So you can see the boy is having temperature. You can see the boy is having temperature, is ill, is sad. You know, when you are not feeling fine, you'll be sad. Mommy will even bring that your favorite food, and you will not be able to eat it well. They will be begging you, Zainab, my daughter, just eat small so that you can take your medicine. Sophia, hey, sorry, how are you feeling now? Should I get you your favorite juice? Should I get you rice? Should I get you rice? Or you want semo? Or you want semovita? Or you want, Mama, or should I cook your favorite fish? Or I should prepare what is it called? I should prepare meat pie for you. Mom will be begging you. Mom will be concerned. She'll be worried, and then she'll hey sorry. She'll use her hand. She'll place her hand on your head or place her hands on your neck to see if you are running temperature and say, oh sorry, my daughter. I don't want to go to the hospital. Right? Our parents are very kind. They don't want us to get sick. Anytime we are not feeling fine, they are also worried. They're also worried. Sometimes they will take break from work. They'll take break from work just to stay with us at home for us to get better. So we should be very grateful to them and be obedient to them. And then when we're sick, we don't hide sometimes you fall down because mommy has told you not to go there to play. And you went there to play and you now fell down, you injured yourself, and you will now hide it. You will not tell your mommy that you've injured yourself. You know, what happened to you? Nothing. So if you fall, if you injured yourself, whether it is intentional, whether it is you don't know or it's intentional, you have to tell your mommy or your daddy, or you tell, if it's at school, you tell your teacher so that you can get you to the clinic, so that they can get you to the clinic for the doctor or the nurses to take care of you. You don't injure yourself and hide it from mommy and daddy. You tell them, even if they are going to be angry at you, you tell them so that you can they can take you to the hospital or apply first aid as soon as possible so that you get ill. It doesn't get worse. So you can see what can we see here? Okay, let's go again. You can tell us what you can see here. Okay, Sophia, what can you see here?
I can see a boy who is tired and he needs rest.
Okay.
And he's sweating.
He's sweating. Probably he has fever. When you have fever, your temperature would rise. Sometimes you'll be sweating. You will feel tired, exhausted.
Sometimes your head will be spinning around.
And you will feel sad. Okay, Zainab, what can you see there?
Me. I can see a first aid kit.
Yes, the first aid kit. It's good to have first aid kits at home and in our schools and at our places of work. Yes, because sometimes we injure ourselves at work or at home. You want to help mommy to cut the. You want to help mommy to cut the onions or to slice the orange, and then you cut your hand. So when you have a first aid kit at home, you can apply maybe bandage to cover it before you get to the clinic or the hospital. So it's good to have first aid kit. So Mohaz, what can you see there?
I can see a first aid kit.
First aid kit. Okay, what of this person? Is he a boy?
The person is having a fever.
Having fever, you can say he's sick. They put this thermometer in his mouth to check his temperature. Yes, this thing in his mouth. And then who is this? Who is this person? It's probably a nurse.
Yes, the
Or,
nurse.
or a doctor.
Yes,
It could be a nurse or a doctor. And this person is what? Is on a sick bed.
Yes.
And what is this? What is this called?
It's
It's called a stretcher. Let's say a stretcher. Stretcher. So you have it's letter STRETCHER. A stretcher. So a stretcher is used to lay a person down, so that the person will feel would be at rest, and you can push the stretcher around the corridor of the hospital or to the emergency room or to the operation.
Or if you have a fracture and you cannot walk, they'll just put you on top of this stretcher.
Yes, and push you to so every hospital, if you go to an hospital, you'll see this a lot there. You'll see a wheelchair, you'll see wheelchairs, you'll see stretchers, you'll see a stand that you can put, maybe they want to pass blood to someone, into someone, or fluid. They will hang the paint sachet here and then pass it to the person, and you see the health workers. So Allah is what? Allah is Ash-Shaafiy. So let's revise what we've learned today. Today we talked about, so we discussed about getting sick. It happens, you fall sick. Sometimes you just wake up, you're having a headache. So it's part of sickness. So all these things they come because sometimes we've exposed ourselves to deaths, to things that are harmful to our body. We did not wash our hands before we eat, and then we eat with our hand. And then all the micro yes, the microorganisms, the bacteria that are bad for our body, they enter into our body and they make us to be ill, to be sick. So it's Allah that is what? Allah is Ash-Shaafiy. Let's say that.
Ash-Shaafiy.
What is the meaning of Ash-Shaafiy?
The healer.
The healer. So you should revise whatever we learn. So Allah is Ash-Shaafiy, the healer. He is the one that heals us when we are sick. There is no one in this world that will not get sick one time or the other. The prophets, they get sick. Prophet Ibrahim, Prophet Noah, Prophet, all of us in the world will get sick at a point in time. So when we get sick, we try as much as possible to go to the hospital for us to be checked. When we are checked, and then the doctor asks us to go to the pharmacy, or he gives us the drug, or the doctor gives us injection, we go home and then we pray to Allah. Even if you are admitted at the hospital, we'll still pray to Allah. And we pray for all the people that are sick too. So we pray, oh Allah, heal me.
Arrange it.
So this is the statement of who said this? Who can tell me who said this? And when I am ill, it's Allah that heals me. Who said it? Don't be shy, you can talk. Who said that?
I don't know.
Okay, who can guess? You can guess, yes. And when I am ill, it's Allah that heals me. Who said that?
Is it Zainab?
No, it's not Zainab. It's a prophet. Let me give you. It's a prophet of Allah.
Prophet Muhammad. No.
No, it's not Prophet Muhammad. Who tried
it? No. Prophet.
Prophet what?
Prophet Yunus.
No. It's Prophet Ibrahim, alayhi salatu
Oh, that's
wasalam.
what I wanted to say.
Yes, it's Prophet Ibrahim. You know, I narrated the story earlier why I said Prophet Ibrahim was telling his people that Prophet Ibrahim was telling his people that you people, you are worshiping gods that cannot even help themselves. All these gods that you're worshiping, they cannot help themselves. My own God, the God that I worship, is the God that what Alladhi khalaqani, is the one that created me. He created me and creates everything. Fahuwa yadi, and he's the one that guides me. He's the one that guides me. Why is that? And he continues and he said, why is that married to? And whenever I am sick, the Lord that I worship, Allah, is the one that cures me, that heals me from my sickness. So you can see. So Allah is the what? Allah is Ash-Shaafiy. Allah is Ash-Shaafiy. Allah is what? Allah is the healer. He's the one that heals us whenever we are sick. So this statement was said by Prophet Ibrahim, alayhi salatu wasalam. So we mentioned the names of all this. We can see a hospital. We can see a stethoscope. We can see a wheelchair. We can see a bottle of water with some drugs to be used. We can see some drugs. We can see gloves. The doctors and the nurses, they use gloves so that they will not get infected at the hospital. We can see a doctor. We can see an injection, a syringe. We call it a syringe. So we can see all those, and then this is what is in our book, Ash-Shaafiy. Oh Allah, heal my heart from hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is showing that you do one thing and then it is in truth you are doing another thing. So envy is, you can explain what we discussed envy. Who can explain envy to me? Explain envy to us. I explained envy the other time. Who can remind me what to say about envy? We said some things about envy. Who can share with us in your own words? Oh, someone is writing. Oh, someone is writing on the screen. Let me let me clear the annotation. Okay. Erase. Clear all drawing. So I've cleared it. I've cleared it.
I'll clean it. I'll help you.
Okay. So who can explain to us what envy is? Someone is writing again. Okay. Let me just let me stop recording is on. Okay, let me clear all drawings. Clear all drawings, and then I'll just stop us from annotating. So don't annotate again. Don't write anything on the screen. Okay.
Who is this?
Okay, annotate. I'm coming. Let me just hide disable annotation for others. Okay, I've disabled it. No one will annotate again. So we talked about Ash-Shaafiy. We said envy. You can explain what envy is to us.
Me.
Okay, I'm listening.
Is it kind of jealousy?
Hmm? Now listening is a kind of jealousy. So that happens when
Stop.
Is it kind of jealousy?
yes, it's a kind of jealousy that happens. We can continue from where Sophia stopped. It's a kind of jealousy that happens when
Your friend got a new pin.
Okay, when you see a blessing, when you see someone has something you don't have, and then you want that person's blessing to go away. You want harm to happen to that person. So if someone has a bicycle and in your mind you are saying this person should have accident. That is envy. You are envying the bicycle. You are not only you are jealous of the bicycle. You are not only jealous of the bicycle. You are praying that uh, something bad should happen to the person that owns the bicycle, or the person should lose the bicycle. That is envy. So, for example, if you have a friend and your
For
friend,
some people,
I'm listening. You're saying something, Zainab?
no, some may yes. Or maybe you fall down on the floor, then the person next to you then you now say that may it happen again is not good, then because it will happen again.
Okay, so that is envy. Envy is you are not grateful for what Allah has given you. You see another person's blessing, and you want you want the blessing to go away for the person, or you want harm to come to the person because of the blessing. So anger, we talk about anger, we talk about hatred, we talk about envy, we talk about hypocrisy, and all these are what are evil hearts. They are diseases and illness of the heart. So we pray to Allah, just like is in this book, and the Father is raising up the hand. We say, "Oh Allah, the Lord of mankind, the one who relieves hardship, the one who relieves hardship, heal my body from pain, for there is no healer but you." So may Allah cleanse our heart from all sins. Let's say Amin. Let's say Amin.
Amin.
Amin. So
Amin.
so Allah is Ash-Shaafiy, is the one that heals. And then we say, what do we say to a sick person? What do we say to a sick person? Okay, oh yeah, let's talk. What do we say to a sick person? Sophia, what do we say to a sick person?
Did I touch you?
We say what? We say what? If we visit a sick person, I want to pray for him.
When I have ill, Allah is
Okay, we say La Basa to Urun, inshallah. Let's say it together. Let's say it together. La Basa to Urun, inshallah. Are you all there? Zainab?
Somebody joined. Somebody just joined. Wow, Sophia, the teacher Wi-Fi. Yeah, next time.
So what prayer do we say to someone who is sick?
We will say Rabas la urung Allah use me.
So we say La Basa to Urun, inshallah, to someone we visit who is sick. So anyone that is sick, even if it is our brother or it is mommy or daddy, when they are sick, we say what? La Basa to Urun, inshallah. So we say La Basa to Urun, inshallah. So we say La Basa to Urun, inshallah. So let me just project that for us to see. So we say La Basa Ta'urun, inshallah. So this is it. So after this class, after this session, you recite, you say it several times. You ask mommy to remind you so that you will not forget that Allah is what? Ash-Shaafiy. Allah is the healer. And whenever we are sick, whenever our friend is sick or anyone is sick and we visit the person, we say, La basa ta'urun.
Inshallah.
Let's say it together. La basa ta'urun. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
La basa ta'urun. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
So we say that to someone that is what? That is sick. So, and then we can see here. So you can see this boy is now happy, he's now well. The boy that was sick before, he is now well. Now you can see he's jumping. You can see he's jumping. So now we are grateful to Allah for the good health Allah has blessed us with. We can laugh, we can jump, we can even run, we can eat different kind of food, we can drink, we can taste all the food that mommy and daddy cooked for us. We like it, we like them, they are delicious. So we are grateful to Allah, and that is why we are happy. And we pray to Allah, Ash-Shaafiy, the healer, for him to always heal us, for him to heal all the sick ones, all the people that are sick. Some persons are in the hospital now. If you go to the hospital, you see a lot of sick persons, sick children, adults who are sick. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala heal them. May Allah grant them shifa. Shifa means healing. So may Allah grant them shifa. May Allah heal them from their sickness. And may Allah grant us good health. May Allah grant us what? Good health. Let's say Amin.
Amin.
Amin. So do you have a question? I'll take question for the next 2 minutes. So do you have a question? If you have a question, let's ask before we close for today. Do you have a question to ask? Let me stop this share. Do you have a question? Yes, do you have a question? Okay, if you don't have a question, I have an assignment for you. We are meeting tomorrow, inshallah, at 11:30. Come early so that we can round up as fast as possible. So my assignment to you is for you to write anything about what we've learned today.
What?
Take a piece of paper, a sheet of paper, and then you write, okay, write anything about what we've learned today. You write, okay, yes, now write about what I learned yesterday. What I learned about Ash-Shaafiy, the healer. Do you get that? So let me type it so that you can see it in the chat section. What I learned. You take a piece of paper and you will write that what I learned about Ash-Shaafiy. Ash-Shaafiy. Allah is Ash-Shaafiy, the healer. Ash-Shaafiy, the healer. So you take a piece of paper. So that's the assignment. Can you see it? You can see it in the chat.
Yeah.
So what I learned about Ash-Shaafiy. Or what title should we change the title to, let's say, my Lord is Ash-Shaafiy, and we write about that. Muaz, okay, Muaz, you can talk.
I don't know where is the chat.
Where is the chat? Let mommy show you where the chat is. You will see it. Write what I learned about Ash-Shaafiy, the healer. So let me give you an example. If I want to write about it, I would say, yesterday I learned about one of Allah's beautiful name, Ash-Shaafiy. That means the healer. Allah is the one that heals us when we are sick and cures us from our illness. Allah is my God. He is Ash-Shaafiy because anytime I'm sick or I'm ill, Allah heals me. So you can tell us about how Allah. Just write anything you like about what you learned about Allah's beautiful name, Ash-Shaafiy. Allah's beautiful name, Ash-Shaafiy. So are you promising me you will do that?
Yes.
Zainab,
Yes.
you will do that?
I don't know if I'll do it.
Ah, you
Yes,
should do it. You should do it. Yes, you should. You will. Okay. Do you have a pen there?
But where would,
Do you have a pen? Do you have a pen there? A pencil or a biro? Do you have anything there to write?
I have pen and biro.
You have pen. Yeah, pick a piece of paper and write what I just typed in the on the chat panel. What I learned about Ash-Shaafiy, the Ilah.
But where would I find the chat?
Don't worry. Let me place it on the screen so that you'll be able to see it. Okay. Aha. What I learned about Ash-Shaafiy, the Ilah. Okay, so let me show you now. So before
I've seen it.
you've seen it. Okay, so this is the assignment. Homework.
do I have to write it now?
You know, one thing about it is that if you try to write it now, you would be able to remember all the things we've learned, and you will be able to write it to share your
Now
experience
should I
and write
get a
it.
piece of paper and copy this so that I will not forget?
Yeah, so copy it quickly before before it goes. So this is
Just copy.
Okay.
so what I learned about Ash-Shaafiy, the Ilah. So that is your assignment. Quickly copy it. And you can discuss with your brother, discuss with mommy, talk with her, share your experience with mommy or daddy, whoever is there, and then you will write what you learned. What you learned about Allah's name, Ash-Shaafiy. Do we all get it? Okay, yes, yes. Yes, I can see. You get it, Sophia? You've gotten it?
Yes.
Okay, Zainab? You've gotten it?
Yeah.
All right. So we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah grant us good health. May Allah give us strength. May Allah bless our parents. Until tomorrow when we meet again, I say As-Salamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi
Amin.
wa barakatuh.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.